of Conscious by Nature, where we talk about it because we live it and we understand it because we've been there before. The host, Money Mac, the pretty voice champ. To my left, you know him, D. Lamar.
Peace, peace, peace.
To complete the crown, the genius.
What's good?
I know I normally do a longer rundown and all that, man, but you know these brothers, they've been hitting us for the last couple of weeks with the fire. Oh, man. Great show last night, y'all.
Yeah,
man.
it's good, man. You look good today, boy. You work out for your game?
Yes, sir.
All right.
You know, it's since you said it, it's getting hot. It's like 72 now.
Oh, no doubt.
So it's getting hot, 8 more degrees. I ain't wearing no shirt. Just, I'm going to wear a shirt to the show, though, because we indoors, but better hide them.
Oh, man. Man, silly.
Hey, man. So, how was y'all week, man? What's going on?
A good week, man. Again, a solid week. I try to stay out the way, really. But a lot of folk hit us up, man, on the show last week and everything, man. Shout out to a few people. Let me shout out some folk, man. Shout out to my girl Olivia, came through with some comments. My girl Kathy came through with some comments, and my girl Rosanna came through with some comments, man. So thank you. We appreciate y'all for watching the show.
Yeah, man. I got one shout out, man. Georgie Biggs, my man.
What's up, Cuddy?
You know what I mean? But, you know he is an artist. I was vibing to his song. It's called Our Fight. It's a relationship song. The man can blow. He got a forthcoming album. He was with an acclaimed group from our town called Simply Real. But Georgie Biggs is out here. Check him out. He is on streaming platforms. Georgie Biggs, the song's called Our Fight. Great song. Check it out, man. I had to shout him out. It's awesome.
Man, y'all stay coming with the heat.
Hey.
Y'all stay coming with the heat, man.
How was your week?
Yeah.
It was a good week. It's a good week. Prolific Sports is taking off. I can see the new background.
Man, I was watching me a little Prolific Sports the other night. You know what I'm saying?
I love the set. It is
fire.
It is fire, bro.
The breaking news. Check out the new one. The Dolphins kept coming with the heater beater for me yesterday.
Go.
Like right before showtime, my phone just blinging.
Sir.
Dolphin news. Y'all cats traded out and then traded back up. So y'all serious about that? Y'all want that special player?
I think so.
And since the run on quarterbacks is there, he's going to be there, huh?
Yes, sir.
At least one of them, the LSU kid or the Bama kid. It doesn't really matter.
I'm still hoping for Deshaun Watson, even though we're gonna get to that. But we got fired for the next 3 years.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yo,
We got 5 first rounders.
Yeah, y'all got some heat.
And we got 2 second rounders this year and next year into it. So we can just play with that.
Yeah. And y'all signed the receiver, or y'all signed Fuller.
Yeah, Fuller.
I stopped talking about, I'm sorry, y'all. I got on everybody get me on a tangent. I could do that all day. All right, man, take us into our first topic, man. What's going on?
So, let's get to something we talked about last week. The mother of Tamir Rice, honor and respect to you. I think I have changed my opinion. She was speaking about civil rights activists and attorneys getting famous and making money off of the names of these, lost individuals. And I felt that maybe it was just some misdirected anger that was happening when she was tweeting out. Didn't I see a Cadillac commercial?
I've been an activist for 25 years of my life. I come from a very long line of strong women. They always encourage me to use every single resource to help another young woman who's on her journey. I am sure Black women will lead this nation to a better place. We're taking control and we're shaping our stories.
With Tamika Mallory. Tamika Mallory, civil rights activist. I pretty think she's heavily involved with Black Lives Matter, and I had a lot of respect for her. But when do activists get sponsored by automobile brands.
Do you really want me to answer that?
Hey, man.
I mean, if you want to start, I'll be more than happy to close the deal.
It's kind of sketchy to me.
It's real sketchy. 51, let me hear the sketchiness.
Listen, if you're really about that activism, that life, true activists usually don't get sponsorships. I'm just going to keep it real. When you really about that sauce, you get cut, like the homie Rizza Islam.
Respect
Right?
due to Rizza Islam.
Respect due.
Respect
Love
due.
to him.
Love listening to him. And when you really about, social change and things of that nature, they remove you. They get you out of the fucking way. All right? They don't give you a Cadillac commercial. All right? They don't give you a Nike commercial. So I'm looking at this funny style, but I said last week that I just don't believe in the LLC. I have really no problem with what she said. I know she spoke out against Black Lives Matter. And I understand what I'm about to say here. Listen to me very clearly. My black life, my brother's black life, my other brother's black life matters. Black Lives Matter, the LLC, I don't fuck with it. That's Tyson Porter saying that, right? They might go another route. That's just me saying that. I don't fuck with the LLC because I don't think the LLC is doing quality business, quality work. I think they get out in front of, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look at us, we're here. And then out the picture, right? That's just how I feel about it, right? Follow the money too. So I'm just,
That's very interesting. Is any money going to the families? Who's getting a larger portion of the money? If you throw a charity benefit in my son's name, a large portion of that money should be going to the family. Shouldn't be going to line your pockets. I understand what you have to do, the things that you have to facilitate or pay for, but what is it for? That's very interesting.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? There should be a footprint. When Black Lives Matter comes onto the scene, right, there should be a footprint left. Once all the dust is cleared, there should be a footprint. And oftentimes you don't see a footprint, right? What I mean by that is, what are you doing years later?
Right.
How are you helping the family? How are you helping the community? What money are you pumping in to the community? Things of that nature. And I don't see it. I just don't see it. I could be wrong. And if there's somebody from Black Lives Matter that wants to come
to us, please,
and talk to us and educate us, by all means, sit right here and talk to us. We'd love to have you on. But that's just me. That's what I see or don't see. Right? I don't believe in what they're moving with, how they moving. So, I
mean, the thing is, it's like, it's not that you don't deserve to be paid for the work that you do. It takes a lot. I'm sure it does. But getting sponsored by Cadillac, what has Cadillac done? If someone can come to me, give me some information saying, hey, 80% of these proceeds went to this or to these people, show me something. Because right now, it just does not smell right. Don't pass the test.
Don't pass the eye test.
Man, what they say is smelly, dog.
When you sent it to me, it almost, it made me laugh. Because the genius, this dude just be hitting shit right on.
Bow.
You know what I'm saying? It still take me back to that Kamala Harris. He got me Sammy Davis. You know what I'm saying? So
Mr. Bojangles.
I'm really not surprised you sent me the link or whatever. I checked it out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, right on par with what we were saying, man. You can't say the right thing because the right thing is always the wrong thing. And that sometimes it gets you cut.
Man.
So, go ahead, man.
So, like I said, I wanted to give you big ups to that. We had a great conversation about that last week. And I'm really on the fence with that now because, like I said, it just doesn't seem right. Even in the commercial, let's break down some imagery. In this new accepting world, which I'm fine with, seeing our black stars, seeing minorities getting opportunities that we didn't get to be on television and things of that nature. Where's the black man? And I say this even to my wife sometimes. We talk about it and we see the Cheerios commercial. We see all of these commercials where it's interracial. Fine. I'm fine with all of that. But there's never a black man shown. To me, that's taking the strength out of it. They want to take that black man out the picture. You have a black woman with a white man or things like that. And man, I can see the children be even dark skinned sometime. And the wife is, fairer skinned black woman. So we looking at this Cadillac commercial, and it seems like it's supposed to show strength to women. Because there's all women in the commercial. They're showing women holding computers, doing things, just looking very regal. But where's the black man at? Why is the commercial even got to be that way? I'm breaking this down, and I don't even like the fact that the activist is in the commercial, period. But the imagery has not been controlled to me.
Yeah, when you look at their mission statement, there's nothing about black men that they boast about. They don't even boast about the traditional black family. And I'm just going to leave it right there because I don't want to. Never mind.
No. Let's talk on that a little bit.
They don't. I don't believe that they really rock with the foundation of black man, black family. They don't really rock with that, right?
This is the LLC we're talking about.
This is the LLC I'm talking about here.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right.
We talking about Black Lives Matter?
We talking about Black Lives Matter.
You don't think that they rock with the traditional black family? Oh,
no.
Okay.
No, I think that.
Why is that?
I think they want
That the mission statement.
The mission statement. So that I'm saying.
Did you see it? He sent it to me.
I didn't catch that.
So basically the mission statement is they're for LGBT, which is okay, whatever.
Okay.
And for women's empowerment. There's nothing in that says we're for the black man and helping black men and this and that. There's nothing in there.
Nothing in there. It struck me as, and I normally don't even research the topics before the show. You know what I mean? So when he sent that to me, I was like,
"Did you send that to me?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you again.
Okay, because when we started having this conversation last week, when we say the LLC. That's the business of Black Lives Matter.
For sure.
I totally did not believe that they were structured as an actual business organization. So they have an LLC and a true mission statement like a business. Oh, my.
Where you been at? We talked about the movement.
No.
LLC.
No. Well, when we were having that discussion, I thought it was more theoretical.
Oh.
Okay. Mm-hmm. This is really disheartening.
Again, this is big business on all levels. And racism is big business.
It is now.
Oh, it sells.
It been one.
Oh, it is now. Yeah. I mean, since the summer, it is huge business. Matter of fact, Chef Mika, shout out to Chef Mika.
Hey.
Yo, she said it third show in. We was sitting here. That Black Lives Matter movement, that's a money grab right now. Everybody's supporting it. It's a thing. It's a thing now, remember?
Tyler said it too.
Yeah.
Remember we asked him about whether he was being discriminated against for being young and black? And he said, no, they're looking for that. They're looking for young minorities now. He said, my business is booming. I was like, wow. Mm-hmm. But you got to grab a hold to what's hot. That's business.
That's business. What else we got? You want to lighten it up? You want to keep going with some?
You want to lighten up?
Yeah,
I got stuff. Go ahead, man.
Let's just we'll lighten up and then we'll get back to the mix of things. But Dexter Jaxn.
Dexter Jaxn.
Oh man, that killed me last week.
Oh my god!
I didn't know the dude. I'm hip. I did some research, so I actually because I didn't know who this dude was, and I couldn't ladies, you know what? Why was y'all even believing him? I watched some of these clips. I said, they believe in this dude? But go ahead.
Well, like I said, the ladies, they love to hear things that make them feel good, right? And he was placating to that, right? So that is what it is, what I'm saying? It's still newsworthy. So this cat, there's 5 women that have came out now that he been messing with on the side.
And I wouldn't doubt it.
Right?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Now here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
Wait a minute. I'm before you go, I know it's Juice, but I've been watching him all week and I thought it was the one chick. Now you telling me it's 5?
There's 5 different chicks out here.
How could you not think it was more than one?
I mean, you know what? This is the first time I ever been acquainted with any type of trash like this. It's taking a long time to process some of this minutia that he putting out here. Like,
so yeah, I mean, he's got the regular side BZ, and then the guy got a doctor that he was messing with, and the doctor didn't know that he was married, which then leaves me scratching my head a little bit, ladies. So like I said, 5 different ladies, and y'all didn't know he was married. I'm looking at you funny style. Remember, the homie said, "Boo to you." Boo to you. Because you knew he was married. So you got to hold this L too. Listen, Derrick Jaxn deserves the power along. He deserves that.
Yeah.
Right? But ladies, I'm looking at you funny style too. Right? You knew he was married. It's off limits. So I mean, there's levels to that shit.
The man, listen. When you put something in a nice package that people want to believe. So the man, he's a good looking brother. He's in shape. And he's talking to you, telling you what you want to hear. You believe that. Put it in a nice package. That's how you get them to believe things. There was a time when I was out trying to game people and say little shit when I was young. I'm going to put it in a nice package. You know what I mean? Make it believable. Make it palatable.
Right. And we all try to game.
Yeah, I'm a silly, whatever.
I never disrespect another cat.
Nah, man.
While I'm gaming.
Because that's called being a hater.
That's a hater.
No doubt. I'm never going to tell somebody I love them and I don't. You see what I'm talking about? I'm never going to block on somebody in the club like, why you fucking with him when you could be fucking with me?
I'm just disappointed by this whole
situation.
Like this whole I'm trying to grasp everything that's going on, and I'm just like so surprised because I actually I checked him out in the barbershop, I checked him out at my dude's house, I'm watching some of this stuff and I'm just like, yo, people believe him? They listening to what he's saying?
And you know what else? He is winning. How many views has this cat got right now because we talking about it and because we are viewing his content? He's getting paid.
Getting paid.
We said it off.
So all you got to do is just make up some stories, tell some lies, contradict yourself, be a hypocrite, and then get more juice and more action.
The more interesting you are, the more
bigger of a liar you are. Yeah, because interest ain't got nothing to do with this motherfucker. Don't interest. Sorry, mom. This dude don't interest me.
Sorry, mom.
Yeah, sorry, mom. Got on me too.
This dude don't interest me at all. But what does interest me about it is that how we like things that are too good to be true. And we've known that our whole life. When it's too good to be true, it is. When he say and do and be and all the right things, that's impossible. It literally is impossible to say and do and all the right things. It's impossible. Mm-hmm. It's impossible.
Right.
So if that's what you're looking for, that's why you don't. It's not a possibility.
Did you see the man doing a reaction video to his own
video and referring to himself in the third person?
He said he was too. And then he pointed out, you can buy my book. See, listen, he knows that he's making money. Like I said, we're continuing to talk about it. But it's reality TV. For the last 10, 15 years, that is what people consume. Right now we're having a conversation about him because he's a hypocrite. Okay? And I feel bad for people who get hurt by scammers, cheaters, and liars. I do. Once again, you got to take accountability for yourself and the things that you choose to believe. But it's reality TV at this point.
The other thing I don't like is the fact that he put his wife out there to help take some of those blows.
Yes, and that's not right.
That's some really
low.
rank, foul,
Yeah.
disgusting Okay, man. Why you gonna put your wife out there like that?
She don't deserve that.
Take that beating.
No.
In order to take some of that off you. That's man. This dude is the lowest of the low.
He is, man. She don't deserve that. And I know we critique her now because that's what people do. They, but she don't deserve any of that.
I'm just gonna say, like, all men cheat.
Ho, brother, whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
You can have a run of however many long years, but like, stuff happens. Things happen, man. You can't help it, okay? Like, but have a certain level of respect. Like, where is that at? Ain't none, huh? Everything you do is made up, including your love and respect levels. Like that's why, like, if you don't have a code, I'm normally, I can't even deal with you for longer than a few minutes because, like, I sense it in you, I smell it off of you. Like, to be around a person like you is just not good for the rest of the people around us. Like, it's not gonna work out. That it clashes with my personality because you're a liar and I can't be around it. And just people like these type of people, man.
I really believe that you have to be a cheater or that it's just innate that it just can happen at any time. I don't really agree with that. I feel like everybody's different. But I do believe that you need to respect the person that you with.
Okay, let me not say that. Let me just say, as a man, to stay faithful every day is very, very, very difficult. And I don't think women understand how hard it is for a man to literally get up every day and maneuver and be faithful. It's a struggle. It's a fight every day. Like, and you don't want to hear that because maybe you don't want to believe that. But when your man go home and he out kicking and he choose to come home and he choose to be faithful, that's a win every day. Applaud that. You should applaud that. And you think maybe some of y'all gloss over that and think that's nothing, but that's...
It's an internal win that we don't get credit for.
Damn right.
Well put.
That's it. We don't get credit for it. We see stuff, people come, good-looking brothers, man, you don't think? Never mind. I'm not gonna get too deep in this, man. But
it's the same way for them. I mean, women get hit on more than the men do,
but they control the situation.
That's true.
Because a woman could sleep with 10 men right now.
That is
Every
true.
man
she can sleep any minute,
anytime. She can choose to give that away.
That makes sense.
What are you talking about? They have all the power.
They do. That makes sense.
About to say some contradictory. Come on, scholar, man.
It makes for good conversation. All right. So, let's move on.
Yeah, what we got on tap?
The Colorado supermarket shooter. Yeah. King Supermarket in Colorado. I think it's in Boulder. It was in Boulder.
Boulder, yes.
Gentleman, asshole by the name of Ahmad Alyssa walks into the supermarket. Mind you, all of these terrorists rock the same rifle, AR-15, and murders several people at will, not knowing any of them. Currently, we do not know the reason behind it. But
he wasn't having a bad day?
I guess he was. Huh? They could say that, huh? So, third week in a row, we got a domestic terrorist killing people for no apparent reason. And they so cowardly because they go to the places where nobody's armed. Back in the day, what that fool did in the Batman movie, in the theater. He come in there, you come in the theater to chill with your family, your loved ones. You unarmed, he's shooting them up, AR-15.
Was that Colorado too?
Might have been. Colorado was kind of sketchy, right?
And they've had like 3 of those type of
And Columbine.
And Columbine,
Yeah. So you got that. You got this man going into massage parlors, But there's one thing that's the same.
Don't say it, man.
We all put it together. And men, even though they're white, and all white people ain't the same, but these are white domestic terrorists that we have at this point. So, respect due to the families and those people who were injured too. We don't wish no harm on nobody. But gun laws, big thing been going on in Congress and in the news all this week. So you had Sandy Hook, right? Years ago, we got elementary school kids murdered by a man, AR-15. No change in gun laws. We all thought that was going to be the catalyst, right? But we got people on both sides of the aisle, Democrats, Republicans, don't vote for gun. Changes in gun laws. I'm not against the Second Amendment. I own a firearm. I own them. And I believe that you should be able to protect yourself. But the laws that we're trying to change personally that I'm for are for stricter laws on how to own and get the firearms. I keep hearing people, Trumpers, Republicans, and even some Democrats say, oh, you're trying to take my guns away, Second Amendment rights. Nobody's trying to do that. We're trying to make it so when those background checks come out, people with mental illnesses or who have so many marks against themselves from dealing in the public eye or the justice system makes it harder for them to own guns. If you've done a violent crime with a gun, why should you own guns now? There has to be some kind of, you could go to a gun show today and buy all the assault rifles you want to and go home with them. And they can't trace or track you. This guy at this King Supermarket bought that gun the same day that he went and did that. The same day. So when are we going to look at gun laws? When is there going to be some change? It didn't change with Sandy Hook and these young children dying. It's not changing with these people in the supermarket. We got 3 weeks in a row of this. When are we going to see something that's going to be out to try to help us get a wrangle on these people owning these guns? And every mass shooting for the past 10 years has been done with an AR-15.
That's always sketchy to me that all these mass shootings are with the same gun. I agree that there should be some type of checks and balances in place, right? If you have some type of mental illness, there should be some type of coursework, some classwork, some things that you should do before you're deemed fit to purchase a firearm, right? But also, I think a lot of this stuff is kind of false flag, and I think the government is trying to get you disarmed, right? Because if I can disarm you, you can't fire back at me, right? So there's a combination of both here, right? There should be some checks and balances in place, but I do think there are some psyops that happen with folk that trying to get certain things in motion to get you disarmed or whatever.
Is there ever been any other kind of terrorists other than domestic terrorists? I know you said you made a comment about domestic terrorism, but there hasn't been any other kind.
Well, they say not.
There has not been any other kind.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Let's be clear about this. Let's be clear about this.
Hey.
We talk about terrorism, but like I've never, maybe Japan when they bombed Pearl Harbor, maybe that was
an international terrorist.
Okay. Other than that, I can't think of a time.
Let's not even get into the past because, boy,
I can't think of a time when there's been anything other than domestic terrorists. So, and as far as the gun laws go, man, it's just like it's so easy to acquire it, man, and you can't police it. Anyone can have one.
There's something wrong with that.
That's it. There is, because not everyone needs a gun. Not everyone should have a gun. Like certain people shouldn't have guns. You like who? The people that keep walking into these places
Bruh.
doing this shit. That's who.
Yeah. I seen a statistic the other day that said because they want to do an assault weapon ban. That's what they want to do. So you would have to either the ban would be like you cannot own one or you cannot purchase one unless you meet certain criteria. They said if you banned assault weapons today, it would still be enough assault weapons already sold to like sell one to everyone that's in the United States. Because people just have stock loads of guns. You know? So, I mean, there's another thing. And it just hit me. When they do talk about gun laws, why if you went and you was down and you went to jail or to prison or what have you, if you weren't in there for a violent crime, how come when you come home, you can't be afforded to anything? Haven't you served your time? Haven't you already served your time? So I'm in there. It wasn't a violent crime, but I had to do my time and I did it. Now I can't own a gun. Now I can't work here. Now I can't do all of these things. I don't think that's fair. And when they do talk about gun laws, the first thing I want to say, oh, well, criminals and this and that. Well, there's a lot of different kind of people who have been criminals for different reasons and they've served their time. When is your time served?
Let me ask you a question. Martha Stewart own a gun?
Huh. Right. Martha Stewart went to prison. You see what I'm saying?
Went to prison and went right back to work like nothing ever happened. We cooking over here. We doing everything.
yeah.
Television shows, all the whole
And had a television show about the weed and it wasn't even legal yet.
Hello.
I said hello.
Hello. Look, listen, man. You know, every this is what we was talking about last week. Like when they say you can't say certain things and you can't do certain things, but then I watch Donald Trump get on TV and say and do and be a racist and bigot and whatever he want. But you would take down one of my episodes of Conscious by Nature off of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? For some real that we talking. Sorry about that last night. That's exactly why we wasn't on YouTube. We got a strike and it is what it is. So
But we back though.
Check us out this Tuesday. We'll drop the episode for YouTube and just go over there, give us some likes, you know what I mean? You know, hit that bell, hit the like button for us, man.
A lot of people who are watching the show are not subscribed. Please check and see, make sure you're subscribed and subscribe to this content so you can get it right away for us, man. Another terrible situation, man. And I know we keep bringing it to you, but we need to bring you up to date with what's going on, man. Young kid at a school. I don't know how old he was. I think he was 10, 9 or 10. Black family. Got in trouble in class and sent to the principal's office. The principal told the child that he needs to apologize to his teacher for what he did. And he needs to do it the African way by kneeling to his teacher. Watched the video. Mother was outraged. Since then, this principal has resigned. He said, I didn't know that this was a bad thing to do. I ran into some Nigerian parents and I've learned about some things, and that's what made me choose this course to deal with this child. What do you fellas think about this situation? Kneeling to apologize to your parents. Black kid, no other kids are doing this.
I think I'm probably going to jail because I'm probably going to slap this principal. like I'll see you in a year and a day because I'm going to jail for an assault right now.
This is a true story,
like
man.
For real. As a father, I'm going to jail right now. I'm going to jail.
Yeah, I'm not kneeling. No, that's not gonna.
But he's making your son. He's making your son kneel.
Yes,
you're not. I'm going to jail right now. Okay.
Even as a 10-year-old, I'm not kneeling. I'm just,
So the problem is the whole thing's a problem. But it's like when you're a kid and you faced with being punished, you don't know what to do. Should I listen so I don't get in trouble? Or is this right? Or is this wrong? So that, like, I'm inclined to stand with money over here. Like, somebody head got to roll and I need to feel it.
Yo, I work out. I'm going to holler at this principal right now.
And you're literally disrespecting my child and me and black people.
Like, and it's at 10 years old, like this, there are certain things that happen in your life that become timestamp memory timestamps. Like you couldn't forget them if you wanted to.
Right.
You know, you don't want things like this to be your memory timestamp, having to kneel in front of your teacher and apologize because the principal told you had to do that or you was going to be in trouble. Now, for real, do you know what you have done to this young black man? He hates authority from now to the end of time. You'll never be able to get this young man to confine to anything ever again for the fear that this might happen to him again. Like you don't understand. Like, I know
Psychological scars.
Man.
Yeah, you said
that's a trauma.
Timestamp, and that's real.
That's a trauma.
That's real. I'm gonna give you a quick story. Maybe two stories.
Talk about your shoes.
No. Oh, shit, daddy. Damn it.
No, go ahead.
We'll get to that shoe story another day. But I remember I used to, I played the piano as a young kid, right? And I had this teacher. Now, I actually liked playing the piano. It was a fascination. I have a fascination with music. So I'm playing the piano. And the teacher had a ballpoint pen and stuck me in my hand because I was looking down at the keys, right?
Stabbed you in the hand.
Stabbed in my hand,
bro.
right? That scarred me really, basically, to this day. I never wanted to touch a piano anymore after that, right? And so when you said the timestamp and what did that do to that kid, stuff like that, especially from the opposite race,
Oh, man.
will fuck you up.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? It's just, damn, that was so on point when you said that.
Trauma.
I got a timestamp, but I ain't going into it. But it's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, trauma done to children does hold that, and like I said, we're going to utilize that term, memory timestamp. Never forgot. It's trauma.
My other story I had two. So it's another story, and it goes back to school. And a lot of times these teachers, especially the white teachers, man, they're in there to really jack up the black kids. I mean, they're really in there to mess the minds up, right? Right? We talk about preschool, prison, pipeline. That stuff starts in preschool, right? I remember I had a teacher tell me I wasn't going to amount to nothing. And I'm thinking at that young age, I'm like, why would you say something like that? You know? And luckily I had great parents and they were like, no, we're not going to rock with that. You know what I'm saying? And that person was dealt with. But, damn, the psychological damage and ramifications that y'all can do to a kid. Yeah. So like you guys said, what I'm saying, that 10-year-old, yeah, he's going to be thinking about that for a while. So damn.
So, I mean, I have no words for that. I mean, I could, if I was to come to that school and that principal would to tell me that he made my child do that, it would take everything in me not to slap the hell out of him. Something would have to happen right then, right there for me not to. Like, I need him fired right now. If not, you're gonna have to kneel to me. Apologize.
Nah, he gonna kneel. Don't worry about that. He gonna kneel. We in this office by ourselves, me and him, and he done told me that my son didn't have to kneel. Yeah. Don't even worry about that. We done locked this door.
Oh yeah, and just tell him, you know what? We're gonna do some rearranging in here. Yeah. I don't like how the office is fixed right now. So moving on, this is my last one I got for the day, man. sometimes some of us I'm truly embarrassed by. You know, I saw, shout out to Willie D. It was on Willie D's feed. He had posted a video. That's where I saw it. It's been on a lot of outlets since then. A shootout between a father and a son. How in the hell do we get to that? Father and son shootout. Like, that don't even sound right.
What?
This is actual. I'm watching footage of them shooting at each other outside.
And this is the thing, like, I never researched the topics before we get to the show. So, like, I'm hearing this for the first time myself. Like, what are you talking about?
Man, genius.
So wasn't it so the father noticed the imprint of the gun in his son's, sweats or whatever.
Right.
And apparently he told him, "Hey man, don't come in here. Don't come in my house with that."
Right.
So I don't know what happened from him saying, "Don't come in my house with that," to now it's okay at the corral. You know what I'm saying? Like they firing off at each other.
In the doorway.
Outside. They didn't run outside or they was outside. That's the video I saw, they were outside. I could see the car there. The son is in the grass, just bucking at his dad. And his dad is running, doing the same thing. They
Bucking
both got
back.
their guns
Now,
out.
Yeah. Apparently the father got hit a couple times or whatever. That's what they're saying. I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah.
But how do you get to that point? This is your seed.
Man.
And you willing to take each one of them, take each other's life?
I mean, it's just beyond abhorrent. I've never, embarrassed, man. Hit it.
This is my first time hearing this, and I'm just gonna say, first of all, I stay strapped. I don't carry in my mother's house, okay? Like when I'm at my mom's house, that's the last place I'm carrying. So as a son, if I'm cool with my dad, when I pull up at dad's house, why do I gotta take my pistol into dad's house? Especially when I know dad got all type of guns.
Right.
If anything pop off, I grab one of dad's straps.
Right.
He got plenty of straps. He taught me how to shoot.
Right.
Logically, why am I piped up going into my parents' house?
We would consider that our safe haven. You're going home.
If Pop said, "Hey, don't carry that in here," I'm going back to the whip.
If you say don't bring that in this house, put it back in the car. And you know, for me, if it's my pops, he say don't bring it in the house. I'll take it off my waist. Here, take it for me real quick.
Right,
give
put
it
it
to me
over
when
there.
I leave.
Right.
I don't feel like taking it back to the car.
Right.
You take it. What is this? I'm here for spaghetti, cuz. What are you talking about?
Man.
So I don't know about the young man and his attitude or what this is, but just saying what we saw, it's just totally awful. When I saw it, it said no one was harmed, but I don't know. I mean, if you shooting at him, somebody must have got hit, man. I mean, let me get to my further point. Black people. I'm reading the comments of this video. Why come?
Why come?
We always got to make something so serious funny. That is disgusting to me. I find that many times when we have serious situations, I find some of us finding a way to make a joke about it. I think that's a problem we have
Because we don't like to confront that.
in our community.
When things become hard, they become funny in the joke, and you laugh it off and sweep it under the rug and pass. But you got to confront that, and that's why racism is such a joke. You get all these comedians getting up here talking about it.
Yes.
It's such a joke. It's been a running joke for the last 30, 40 years. Racism is so prevalent, but it's a running joke. These comedians do it the whole time. But for real, nobody want to have that conversation and confront racism for real. And run it and really take care of the problem. It's a damn joke to everybody. So, you know what? when we talk about racism, and since it's a joke to us, guess what? It's gonna be a joke to the person who got they neck on my throat. If I'm laughing about you choking me out, don't you think it's funny?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
No, man, I find a lot of that, man. I think it's just whack, man. Like, I mean, there's so many situations where this bothers me, but this one in particular, like, it's a shootout between a father and a son, and I see in the comments like, ha ha ha, yeah, they got bad aim, ha ha. I'm like, this is life and death happening here.
There needs to be some type of intervention that
Don't
needs
you
to take
see the
place.
gravity of the situation?
Mhm.
And I'm like, man, these be the same people that claim to be so tough, but never have a damn intellectual, intelligent thing to say. Shut your mouth. Twitter fingers, comment sections. It just breeds phony people. You know what I'm saying? When the contingent starts and we got this strong, organized African force of us trying to get things done for us, I want all the fools to go ahead and stand back. Because y'all ain't gonna have no way to help us if you haven't learned how to be serious with yourself and for your people. Tired of the jokes, man. We ain't minstrels out here. Everything is not funny. We laugh and joke on this show, but we know when to be serious.
What I would hope would happen with the father and son is that somebody can get to him
Yeah.
and just get him in a room and talk. All right, how did we get to this point? You know, and how can we fix it moving forward? Is it fixable?
Yeah.
All right, you know, that's what you want to hear. You don't want to hear, oh man, you a bad shot. No. We'll save all that nonsense, man. Get those two in the room and let's talk it out. Right? And oftentimes we don't do that, but we need to start doing that.
That's another thing that's missing in our community too. You know, when we talk about what's the term?
We just gonna say open communication.
Okay.
Because I got open communication with everybody I deal with, from my wife to my barber. It's open communication. And when I mean, like, you know, it's been times where I'm like, yo, barber, I don't like the way you blah 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 blah. We've been rocking for so long. I need that open line of communication. Like, it's I don't play that in my life, and he open with me too. Sometimes he be like, I'm a monthly client, and sometimes he might have to cancel on me, and he never had to do that, but he done that once or twice. I have to understand emergencies, things come up in life. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make it right, but that throw the whole thing off. But still, like, open communication. And when you open and you truthful, then there's certain things that you can allow because you can trust this person. You know what I mean? When you can trust somebody, like, oh damn, I forgot I make it up to you. I can trust you gonna do that. If I can't trust you, then I don't even want you making it up to me. I'm just done with you. It's cool. I don't need it.
Right.
And that communication is so lacking in every relationship. It makes disrespect almost automatic.
You know, like, I can't see a time where I will pull a gun on my parents. Now, listen. If my dad was hurting my mom or something like that, and I'm a grown man, I would probably put my hands on him before I tried to end his life.
You're never gonna try to shoot him. You're not gonna pull no gun on your dad.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll
Even
pull
if I
your
don't
dad-
like my dad.
You'll pull your dad off your mom. You're not gonna
shoot
you're not gonna pull a gun, and you're not definitely gonna pull the trigger.
No.
That's your dad?
Man, bro.
Come on.
I'm not even gonna do that to mine. I don't even remember last time I seen him. You understand what I'm talking about?
Straight up.
Straight up. Like, Ameezy was here, and I made a comment about my dad, and he looked at me like, your dad wasn't never around. How was I supposed to know that about your dad? Like, I never met him.
Right.
We go back 30 years. You never even met my dad. You feel me? So, like, even I wouldn't do that.
Man. So, What did he say last week too? Know better, do better.
That's it.
I think that's it, bro.
That's it, man.
Man, listen here. Thank you, everybody, for rocking with us. Again, you know what I'm saying? We weren't on YouTube because we got that strike, but that's okay. We're back at it.
Yeah.
Regularly scheduled time. And if you guys can go back again, like Money said, and just throw us a like, man.
Yeah.
Throw us a like, man. That would be greatly appreciated, man. And we appreciate y'all hitting us in the Cash App, too.
Yeah.
Man, just thank you. Just thank you so much, man. So we'll be back next week.
Lamar.
Hey, man. Great show today, fellas. When we try our best to bring truth, open conversation, and communication to you, our viewers, some people don't like that. Like you said, that's why we wasn't on YouTube last week. But we back, and we're going to continue to bring you the best, realest content that we can for the culture. And that's black, white, whoever. We want everybody to watch Conscious by Nature and enjoy our show. So we're going to continue to bring what we've been bringing.
Oh, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. I got a couple shout-outs, man. Shout-outs to my day ones, man. Meezy, Rich, my man Boo. What's up? Free Amori, Mike Deuce, man.
Yeah,
Thank
Deuce,
y'all for
bro.
loving the show, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. Staying down from the beginning to end. This has been Conscious by Nature, everybody. Stay conscious.
Yeah.
Peace.